Okay, welcome to One Stop Co-op Shop. This is Steve, and I'm by myself today, but that's fine because this will be a quick live stream. I thought we'd do something a little bit different this week, and it's talk about just past news and events. Not necessarily go into depth, but if you do have questions or want to talk about a specific topic, drop in YouTube comments, especially if you're live, and I'll refer to them then. But basically, going to look at kind of what the past events we did on the channel were, just maybe some call outs here and there, and then moving on to some news type of material, like new games that came out, things that might interest you, and then lastly, talk about what's coming in the next this week, basically. So yeah, let's get to it. So first thing I'd like to talk about is let's just jump into the news right away. So there is an announcement. We do have a new product coming out, and that is Keyforge Adventures. So Keyforge was a competitive 1v1 type game where you bought a unique deck and you try to take out your opponents. The reason why I'm bringing this up on this channel is the fact that hey, they're getting cooperative play. So Peter on the channel is a big Keyforge fan, and I was very lucky to play Keyforge with him at Gen Con. So I am very much looking forward to this. I had a lot of fun playing Keyforge, despite being a competitive game. Like, oh man, this is really fun. But like, if it's cooperative, sounds really cool. So this is I guess my biggest issue with this is so far it's only print and play. So I kind of wish they had like a product coming out, but whatever, I'll take what I get. This might be one of those chances where they try something out and see how it's received. But yeah, they've got a couple different modes, Kraken and some other effects coming out. So I'm very excited for this one. Looking forward to it. I nearly positive Peter is going to be covering this into some fashion in our channel. So be on the lookout for that. That should be quite fun. Let's talk about some other upcoming events. So let's look at some Kickstarters. I thought that might be worth noting. So there is a Kickstarter coming up called this just launched last week, and I'm focusing on the Kickstarters that have cooperative elements, cooperative play. So Jap Anime Games is producing a game called Chainsomnia. I don't know why it's so difficult saying that word. This is kind of cool. So you're playing as children who have basically fallen asleep and they are trapped within their minds essentially, and this demon is playing tricks on them, and so you are all kids stuck in this castle, and this demon's trying to stop you from escaping. You're trying to wake yourself up basically. So you're running around this castle trying to solve your individual each dream state and then escape. So it looks pretty cool. I haven't dove into a lot of the details yet on this one, uh, but I will in the near future. So they have Chainsomnia. This one came to Kickstarter just this past week. So that's one of the co-ops to take a look at. Another one that came out recently is Cosmic Voyage. So this one is Savannah is the publisher for this one, Savannah Games, and there's not a whole lot of playthrough material on it. Like they do say how it plays, but that you are on this ship trying to find your way through uncharted space. So you can come across all sorts of different interesting things in space, like black holes and solar storms and nebulas. You have to keep your ship in a decent shape. Yeah, Cosmic Voyage. I am in contact with with people from Cosmic Voyage, and so we will be doing some coverage on this in the future. So be on the lookout for that. That should be in the near future. Maybe not this week, but maybe next week. I'm looking at helping out with that one. And then the other one that came out recently this week is Valeric Card Kingdoms. Now this game is these are all Kickstarter, of course. This one is a game kind of similar to Space Base or Machikoro, if you're familiar with how those work, where you develop a tableau of characters or a card to buy, and then you roll the dice, and based upon the value of one die and the value of another die and the value of them added together, you look at if you have this card in front of you and you gain those resources. And basically in this game, you're using those resources to buy more stuff. So there's engine building or fighting bad guys, and the bad guys are trying to take out the civilians, the cards you're trying to buy. And so there's walls you can use to protect people. But basically, if they take on enough civilians, you lose the game. And you win the game by going through a storybook. So there's actually a story with different objectives everyone has to complete together. This one I'm personally backing. I'm very, very excited for it. And we are going to cover this on the channel this week. So I'll get to that in a little bit. The last bit of cooperative news I want to bring up was a announcement video. So this one is one of my favorite games the past year. Not everyone's liked it, of course, but this one I've liked a lot, and that is Marvel United X-Men. So they dropped their teaser video, and I am super excited because I love X-Men. I've had a lot of fun with Marvel United. I think it's a very light game, but I've had very close games with it in a lot of cases, and it's something my son can play with me. I don't know. It's just a fun game. So I'm really looking forward to what they do with this and where they take the system. Because honestly, like every single game, when they come with a new iteration, they always add some new bells and whistles to it, right? I'm expecting this one to ramp up in complexity to some level. I'm curious to see what that is. But yeah, Marvel United X-Men. So those are the news topics I wanted to cover today, real quick, just to bring to your attention. I'm sure there are others I'm missing, and there's a lot of solo games I haven't talked about. But yeah, so I'm just focused on the cooperative play. Now, what's going on with the channel? So here is the stream schedule for this week. Sunday, aka today, in like an hour, I'm going to be interviewing the designer for V-Commandos, upcoming expansion coming out. V-Commandos is my favorite stealth game out there. It is a phenomenal game. I love it. It's so much fun. And there's not a whole lot known about it. There's basically 3 modules that can be added to the existing content, and there's some new content coming. So I'm really curious to hear more about that. But that's going to be happening live on this channel at the top of the hour. We'll be talking about that. So if you're watching this live, tune back in then. Now, the Monday, I'm going to be playing that Kickstarter I talked about earlier, Valeric Card Kingdoms. I'm playing this live as well. With Chaos, who's on our Discord channel, so it's gonna be fun to play with him and check out this game. So this is that Machikoro space-based cooperative mode of it. And then Wednesday, Mike and I are gonna be sitting down and interviewing Scott Almes, who designed So You've Been Eaten. This one is it's currently on Kickstarter to say, and it is a solo or 2-player head-to-head game. Or 0-player, they call it too. But basically, you are a miner going inside the belly of a beast, and the beast is trying to digest you, basically. And as a miner, you're trying to gather these rare crystals inside of it. So, but anyway, we're going to interview Scott about that game and his other games. So it should be a fun chat. And if you've been following our channel, you know that Fridays is always Marvel Champions Night. So Terrence and Peter are going to continue the campaign, and this week is Red Skull, the big boss, so that should be fun. And of course, Saturday, Gloomhaven, continuing that play as well with the team. So that is the schedule for this week. Last week, there were some highlights. Peter did do a stream, his first impressions on Scarlet Witch, the expansion for Marvel Champions, so take a look at that one. And then also did some other fun stuff. I had a lot of fun doing the cooperative play for Small World. Did that with my wife on the stream channel. And like, Small World cooperative play? Yeah. Well, basically, the company released official rules for solo mode, and I was able to take those rules and combine it or make it work for cooperative play. But yeah, that was a lot of fun. Anyway, that is all I plan to cover for today. If you like this type of content, you want more quick, hey, here's what's going on the past week, here's what's coming next week, here's some cooperative games and that might catch your attention, some news type articles, let me know. I'll keep doing this, but my goal is to keep these pretty short. But like I said, you're always welcome to join live and ask any questions you have or recommend any games. And of course, the best way to reach me and others is on our Discord. Definitely jump on there. It's very, very active. We have a lot of fun on there. But yes, I hope you enjoyed the stream and hope to see you in about 45 minutes or so to interview or talk about this V-Commandos game coming out, which I am a huge fan of. But thanks everyone for watching, and we'll see you at the next stop.